So I've been single most of my life, and it's kind of made me feel like
Llama face.
murderer of love. But lately, I've been more like
Just want to dance.
so inside I'm like,
I don't understand what's happening.
which is good because
Every day, I get a little more desperate, and desperate situations yield the quickest results.
False.
I hope that made sense. So, welcome to my very public single life. Hello everyone, happy month of May. Last month the theme of my very public single life was single does not equal mediocre, and it was fantastic. There were three main areas that I focused on: deeper word study, increased accountability, and 101 goals. The deeper word study was the book of Revelation. I've kind of stayed away from it because it's very complex and difficult to understand, but I have loved it. I've actually started it over again, and I think I just want to always be reading it. No matter what other books I'm reading, I'm always going through Revelation because that book is all about things that haven't happened yet, and that's pretty exciting. Another thing that I did was 101 goals, which I set for myself 2 months ago. It's going really great. I'm up to about 20 of them that I've accomplished, and actually some of them have been changed by God because I didn't feel like they were right. But I put them down initially because I think it's important for us to make plans, set goals, be working towards something. When you're moving, it's easier for God to direct you than when you're not doing anything at all. So I'm glad that He changed some of them. It doesn't make me feel like I'm failing because I'm not going to achieve those. It makes me feel like I'm having a good conversation with Him and we're moving forward on what He wants me to do. I started a diet called the ketogenic Basically, it's the Ron Swanson diet. Meat, cheese, bacon. It's low carb and high in fat, and so the idea is that carbs are usually turned into energy, but if you're not giving your body any carbs, it burns the fat already on you in order to create energy. I wasn't really focused on losing that much weight. It was really just a little bit, and exercising every day was the thing that I wanted to do the most. And I found an app that I love. It's called Swerkit, not to be confused with the other word that sounds like that starts with a T. It's not even spelled the same. And it gives you options of what to do. Yoga is my favorite. Used to be really judgmental of people who posted yoga poses because I didn't understand why, and now I do because some of the poses are really difficult. So if you posted a yoga pose and you've done really well at it, I now applaud you because I think you're fantastic. The increased accountability was basically talking to a friend about the things that I struggle with. The more that you're open about your weaknesses, the less power they have over you, because some of the reasons why I think we stay bound to things that bring us down or tempt us or lead us the wrong direction or ignite depression is because we don't keep them out in the open. And so it's easy to hide things, and it's also easy to struggle with condemnation if you're not able to talk to anybody about the things that you're going through. The theme for the month of May. Some of the themes I come up with on my own because I feel like it's an important concept to focus on, but sometimes God gives me one, and I really felt like God gave me this theme in particular. Very intrigued. I want to know what exactly He has in His mind. The theme is single does not equal unprepared. I felt as though what He was pointing out is a lot of your energy has been spent on what to do as a single person. How can I make the single life count for something? And all of that is important. But if I get so focused on the being single part, I will forget the being married part, which comes eventually for those of us that feel like we're supposed to get married one day. In preparation for this, I already started a Devo on the Bible app. I don't know if you have the Bible app. It has some really good devotions on there. The plan is called the Dating Manifesto, and it's really about preparing yourself for marriage. I think, though, a lot of it is not going to just be about preparing yourself for marriage and what it's like to have a spouse, what it's like to share things, what it's like to not put yourself first. That was one of my favorite devos in the Dating Manifesto so far, is about how selfless you have to be in marriage. However, single does not equal unprepared. It's not just about preparing for a spouse, it's about preparation in general. That's not my favorite step of anything. I like the actual event or the actual activity The preparation is my least favorite part. I like to feel prepared, but sometimes it just feels like preparing drags on and on and on. Which is probably another reason why I need to do the theme, single does not equal unprepared. That's what we're going to be talking about this month. Also, if you haven't been on my website, lauraroddenberry.com, I have a feedback box there. And I've gotten some feedback here and there, thank yous, or I relate to this so much, I love hearing that. I would also like to hear more of what you would want to know about, what you're struggling with. I've realized that when I go to prepare for something, if I'm focused on what I'm preparing, I can get super discouraged. But if I'm focused on who I'm preparing for, I get really inspired. So I would like to know more about what you would want to hear from me, or what you would want me to pray about, or what kind of dialogue you would like to have about the single life, or a relationship with God, or the book of Revelation. So I hope you check it out, lauraroddenberry.com. Write something in the feedback box and let me know your thoughts.